you sometimes feel like you don't have enough time, right? Like, that used to be my thing. I used to be there as a dad and just feel like I just don't have enough time. Hey, can you come in? Push me here. Nah, I don't have enough time. Hey, can you come in and watch this movie with me? Nah, I just don't have enough time right now. Like, I'm just really on a tight deadline, right? Hey, could you make me a coffee? I don't have enough time. Like, I'm running late. I'm trying to get this workout in before. Hey, can you make this phone call? I don't have enough time. Like, I'm trying to. It's always, I don't have enough time because there's not enough time. There's not enough time to start the businesses, to write the books, to work out. There's just not enough time, right? And that used to be my relationship all the time. I just don't have enough time to do all the stuff that I want to do. So something has to give, right? Something has to give. And so what will happen is my family will be the one that will suffer. Because I could always justify, right? I could always justify that, hey, I'm going to be there after I've finished this. Hey, I'm going to be present. I promise I will. But at first I got to finish this. But this always took longer. Longer than I expected. Right? Plus the energy that I approached everything with was the energy of scarcity. When you think you don't have enough time, you have a scarcity mindset. Right? You have a scarcity mindset. And then it becomes, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough energy. Like, everything is based inside of this foundation of scarcity. Until one time, somebody told me, hey, have you ever heard of Parkinson's law? I was like, no, what's Parkinson's law? It's like, well, Parkinson's law says that a task would expand to the amount of time you give it to it. So if you block time for your priorities, you should be able to accomplish it during that time frame. I was like, okay, let me try it. And so I did. It worked. I was able to get a lot done, right? Almost everything done. But every once in a while, I will have those moments where my day is planned out, right? And I'm expecting it to go one way. And then, boom, somebody is sick. Boom, somebody did something stupid, right? Listen, with 6 kids, somebody is going to do something stupid. Somebody's going to get sick. Somebody is going to be late. Like, it's just pretty guaranteed something like that will happen, right? And so what will happen is I will feel again, I don't have enough time. And then my energy will be in an energy of rushing, of fire. Like, my patience level just went from here to nothing. Let's go. Let's move right now so we can get it done because I don't have enough time. Right? Is the attitude of like, I gotta fight. I'm just fighting. I'm constantly fighting, right? And if you're a fighter, if you're a warrior, if you're somebody that's just like, you've been fighting your whole life, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Listen, I've been married. This year's going to be 15 years, 6 kids, and have a business with my wife for a little over 10 years now. Been fighting a lot, right? Fighting to grow a business, fighting to grow a family, fighting to keep a marriage going, fighting to stay in shape, just fighting to pursue what God's calls me to do, just fighting all the time just to move. Until I understood that you have to get to the place of surrendering, which is a very hard thing to do for a guy. Like, I like to take the example of when you take a male dog and you're trying to put it on his back. What does he do? He refuses to go. He's on his back. He's like, let me out, right? He doesn't want to be on his back because he just doesn't want to submit. He doesn't want to surrender. He just doesn't. Like, that's just like in our DNA. It's just like, I just don't surrender. I don't submit, period. I just don't. But God has a way of saying, okay, well, hey, I'm still going to put you on your back. and you can wrestle and you can fight and you can kick and you can do all the stuff you want to do, I'm still going to put you on your back. Because you need to get to the place of understanding, just surrender. Like, it is not yours to carry, right? And I'm not just talking about the fighting inside of accomplishing things. I'm talking about the ego. I'm talking about the shame. I'm talking about the sadness. I'm talking about the feeling that you're not where you're supposed to be and you're too old and you should have done this before. Like, I'm talking about that piece, right? Of thinking you just don't have enough time. And you have to fight to get it done. You have to fight to be a better husband. You have to fight to be a better dad. You have to fight to grow your business. You have to fight. You have to fight all the time because you're a warrior, because you don't surrender and you do not submit. Until you understand that it is not your cross to carry. And God is going to put you in a situation where the only option you have is to surrender and submit. Yeah, fight until you get to the place where you understand, like, hey, sometimes the only option you have is to surrender or submit because it's not your cross to carry, period. And when I understood that, first it felt very weird because it felt like I'm just not doing the work, right? If I surrender and I put it down for somebody else to carry, even God, I feel like, no, like, this is my work to do. This is my thing to do. Right? Like, that's how I'm worthy of it, is because I'm doing the work. Or it's just like, no, man, it's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. It has already been paid in full. Release it. Put it at my feet. So if it's you today and you feel like, listen, you had this plan perfect, it's Monday, you're like, man, I'm excited, I'm ready to go, and then something happened and you're like, man, what do I do? Like, I just feel like I'm losing time. I'm about to be late again, right? And it's Monday, and I feel like I'm about to start behind again, right? And if you're an entrepreneur, an achiever, right? Somebody that likes to be productive and doing stuff, and you're a planner, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So if that's you, this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about just surrendering that piece that you feel like is you have to fight for. And then just doing this. Just asking, okay, God, I had this plan. Obviously, we're not going there. What do you want me to see? I'm like, what do you want me to see? Because we're not going where we're supposed to go, and I'm here because my head hurt, or I'm here and my kid is sick. Like, what do you want me to see? What do you want me to see that I'm not seeing? And I'm halted and I'm just not moving forward. What do you want me to see? Then what do you want me to feel? Because oftentimes, like, whenever you're at this place of, like, I'm trying to go here, but it's not moving, like, I have a sense of anxiety that's building inside, right? I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm depressed, and it's just like you keep on cycling here. So it's asking, okay, so what do you want me to feel? Because this is what I'm feeling right now. Is this what you want me to feel? Like, what do you want me to feel? Then what do you want me to know? Maybe he wants you to know, like, hey, relax. I got this. It's been paid in full. Shame, it's not yours to carry. Fighting all the time, you don't have to, because I will guide you. But you got to listen. But you can't listen if you keep on wanting to fight and putting your plans and keep on trying to go this direction. So I got to stop you for a second. I remember it was sometime last year, and it was a clear message God gave me, right? He was just like, hey, you're in a season of acceleration. Slow down. You're making a turn. And I was just like, okay. He's probably talking about business because, like, the business is growing, you know, and trying to look at hiring a person. He's telling me to slow down to go and hire somebody, right? And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to slow down. But I'm keep on moving with speed and pace. To eventually, I get in a car accident by myself when I try to accelerate, right? So say at the time, like, I bought a Tesla. And if you know anything about Tesla, like, you just need to go like this. And the car goes, right? Super fast. So barely pressed down and, you know, went from, I think, like 40 to 70 in like a few seconds, right? And the car just airborne, came down, didn't hit anybody, just by myself, just landed in the middle, right? And I had this sense of, like, shame of, like, what the heck did I do, right? Because we're just moving to this new house. We're just about to have about to have a baby. Like, it's just all the stuff, the shame, this thing. And I got this message back like, hey, I told you to slow down. You're about to make a turn. Now you're here and you have to listen. was like, okay, God, I will listen. What do you want me to hear? What do you want me to see? What do you want me to feel? What do you want me to know? And then what do you want me to do? That might be you right now. You're at that place. Things are not going the way you want to. Maybe this week. Maybe it's been this year so far. Like it's not going. Maybe it's been the end of the year. And you're still trying to fight to pivot to make it better. So I'm putting that to you too. Ask him, what do you want me to see? What do you want me to do? Feel and know. Then whatever comes out or comes up, write it down, don't judge it. I think oftentimes like people trying to judge what's coming out. Like you're trying to justify or rationalize whatever is coming out, right? And then you're like, oh, it's not God. Oh, you know what? This is not it. Like you just rationalize what's coming out versus just like taking it for what it is. Like the current version of you today might not understand what that mean. Period. It just doesn't, right? Because sometimes like the message is not meant for today, but today is when you're able to hear it because you're able to be slowed down. So as a leader, I understand that you are the one making the decision at home, at work, in your business. And sometimes it's hard and it feels like you're alone and it feels like you have nobody fully to turn to because they just might not understand your situation, right? I know as a man, oftentimes like that's where we at. We're like, listen, I got to be tough. I have to be able to be a pillar for my family and being able to move forward, right? And if you don't have a community, I'll recommend you find one. But until then, and even in, just go and ask, what do you want me to see? What do you want me to hear? What do you want me to feel? What do you want me to know? And then eventually, what do you want me to do? And that's how you're able to go from, I don't have enough time, to feeling guided, confident, and on purpose. All right? So Julian, signing off. Remember to release it, be seen, don't hide. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Hey, it's Julian, and thank you so much for watching the episode all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Listen, we're just getting started. There's a lot more to come this year in 2024. If you're new to the channel, because the channel is new, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification button. Listen, if you heard my voice and you came on this video, there's a reason for it. There's a couple things I believe in. I believe there's no coincidence. I believe that God's timing is perfect. Sometimes it's faster or slower than we want to, but it's our job to be able to grow this relationship and pursue the path that is put in front of us, right? As a leader, a dad of 6, an entrepreneur, I understand the pain that you have if you're one of those. It's not easy. Sometimes it can feel like a lonely path, right? And so this channel is meant for you, built for you to be able to keep moving forward and have this community. So I see you. I'm proud of you. Keep tapping in, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.